This is a story about a cold land in the north, many, many years ago. Deep in the rugged mountains lay a small village. In this village, an old lumberjack named Mosaku lived with his son, Minokichi, who was also a lumberjack.
It'll snow come nightfall.
Yes, Pa. Let's head into the mountains early.
Mosaku and Minokichi lived as lumberjacks, but in the winter, when the mountains were covered with snow, they would go off with their guns to hunt. The two climbed hills and crossed valleys and went deep into the mountain. But that day, there wasn't a single pheasant, not a single deer.
Strange. What's going on here?
Some days are like this, that's all.
Seeking wild animals, the two went further and further into the mountains. Suddenly, the sky grew heavy. The wind began to blow. Snow fell.
This looks bad. It's begun to snow. Pa, we've got to go home at once.
No, we're too late. We'll freeze to death before we get home. There's a lumberjack's cabin around here someplace.
The pair trod mountain paths as the snow fell.
There, the lumberjack's cabin. Pa, it's right over there.
Sure started snowing sooner than I expected. Huh. The snow will let up tomorrow morning. I should get some rest.
Yeah. I'll just stay up a bit and see the fire doesn't go out. You go ahead and go to sleep.
But in the gentle warmth of the fire, both of them, exhausted by the events of the day, soon fell fast asleep.
Oh, it's cold. Papa, that woman.
You are young. The fire of life burns beautifully in you. I have decided not to take it from you. However, you must never speak of this to anyone. The instant you do, your beautiful life will also be frozen.
Huh?
Had it all been a dream? Minokichi was so shocked he lost consciousness. Finally, it was morning. Minokichi awoke to find his father, Mokichi, frozen to death. Winter passed, spring came. Summer passed, then it was autumn. Minokichi became a most silent man. He lived a lonely, solitary life. Finally, another winter came, enveloping the mountains in its snowy embrace.
Huh? Who's there at this hour? Wait, I'll open the door.
Standing there in front of him was an exquisite young woman.
I am a traveler. I have lost my way. I am in some distress. Won't you give me shelter for just one night?
Oh.
Faced with the sudden appearance of this beautiful girl, Minokichi's own face turned red as he let her into the house.
In this snow? You must be frozen. Come, my food is humble, but please at least have something hot.
Thank you, But hot foods are not really.
Oh, hot foods. Oh yes, if it's too hot, I see. You're sensitive to that.
I'm sorry.
The young woman said her name was Oyuki. They fell in love and became husband and wife. They began to live happily ever after. Once again, smiles began to wreathe the face of the previously glum Minokichi.
It's all thanks to Oyuki.
Blessed with 5 children, the family got along well and worked hard, to the envy of the other villagers. Every day was a happy day, except during the hot days of summer, when Oyuki would grow faint and collapse. At such times, the kind Minokichi helped Oyuki, and the family continued to live in harmony. Strangely, Oyuki remained as young and beautiful as the first day she came to Minokichi's house. Then, one cold winter's evening,
Look, Oyuki. When you came to be my bride, I was truly happy. And come to think of it, it was snowing like this the night we first met. You haven't changed in the least. Even now, you're just as young as you were on that day. I wish my father could have seen you.
Minokichi was suddenly reminded of that terrible stormy night his father died.
Caught in a snowstorm in the mountains, we had to take shelter in a lumberjack's cabin. Oh, sorry for such an upsetting reminiscence. I've never told anybody about it before. Somehow, looking at your face, it all came back to me.
Beloved,
Huh? What is it, Aoki?
beloved, didn't you make a promise then?
Yes?
I surely warned you.
You did?
I was the snow woman. You made a clear promise, and you broke it just as clearly. I'm sure I told you then that if you spoke to anyone about what happened, I would freeze you to death. But I cannot do it. When I think of our children, I cannot do that. I myself shall leave. Take care of the children. Take care.
Oh, Oyuki, I'm sorry. Oyuki, it was my fault. Come back, come back.
Minokichi rushed outside after her, but Oyuki's lovely figure was nowhere to be seen. She had vanished into the snowy night.
Oyuki!
As Oyuki had wished, Minokichi took the greatest care of their children and raised them well, and he continued to dream of meeting Oyuki again. In the cold North Country, some people claim that the Snow Woman exists to this day. Whether it is because she has not forgotten the gentle Minokichi, or because she misses the children she left behind, it is her voice, they say, that can be heard lamenting in the mountains she haunts. Ooh.